Have you ever wondered why sometimes we find it harder to forgive ourselves than to forgive others? In our journey through life, we often stumble upon this paradox. We are quick to extend compassion and forgiveness to those around us, yet we struggle to offer the same kindness to ourselves. This is the perplexing enigma of self-forgiveness. Self-forgiveness is a vital yet often overlooked component of personal growth. It's about acknowledging our missteps, not as signs of failure, but as stepping stones towards our better selves. It's about embracing our imperfections, understanding that they are an integral part of our human experience. Let's explore this concept through a personal story. Picture a young woman, let's call her Dee. Dee was ambitious, driven, and strong, but she made a mistake. She saw everything she had allowed to happen to her, everything she had let other damaged people do to her, how she had been deceived, trampled on, and betrayed without complaint. She saw that her heart and mind were in pieces and that it had all been her fault. She was devastated, and the harshest critic was none other than herself. She was trapped in a cycle of self-blame and guilt, unable to move forward. But then, something changed. Dee realized that she was holding herself captive in her own prison of regret. She understood that she did what she could with what she knew and what she felt, and learned that past experiences, good and bad, are a lesson. She began to accept her actions and those of others, not as a reflection of her worth, but as a part of her journey. This was her first step towards self-forgiveness. The road was not easy. There were moments of self-doubt, times when her guilt tried to creep back in, but with each struggle, she learned to be kinder to herself, to see her past not as a chain that held her back, but as a guide that led her forward. Dee's story is not unique. We all have our own versions of this tale, our own struggles with self-forgiveness. It's a universal human experience, a common thread that binds us all. Indeed, the journey to self-forgiveness can be arduous, but its rewards are life-changing. It's the key to unlocking our own chains, the path to finding peace with ourselves. Because only when we learn to forgive ourselves can we truly move forward. So, what stops us from forgiving ourselves? It's often a combination of guilt, shame, and the fear of repeating mistakes. These emotional obstacles can feel like an impenetrable wall, holding us back from achieving self-forgiveness. These barriers may seem insurmountable, but they are not. One can overcome them with conscious effort and understanding. Self-forgiveness is crucial to reach happiness. Now that we understand why, we will continue the path to self-forgiveness in the next video. We will talk about tools and ways to handle the process. Remember, it's always a great time to work on your healing. Please like this video if you found it useful, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more healing content. Have a great healing!